What kind of challenges are you having within your music, your DJing? What kind of challenges are you facing every single day? I'm willing to bet that there's going to be a solution to that. Whether it be something as simple as a tweak of the knob when you're practicing before your set, or maybe it's the way you're categorizing your mixes so that it's easier for you to play them or mix them when you're doing your live performances. Are you having issues with waking up in the morning? Is it a disciplinary problem? Do you not have enough money? Are you not spending time on the right things? Is the software that you're using, is there a better software out there? Do you have issues with money? Are your finances just, are they not good? Like, are you struggling because do you feel like there's other people out there who are getting ahead of you because they know something that you don't know? Chances are there probably is. Do you feel like people have a higher education than you, and that you may not be getting ahead because of that, because they have a higher education? Or do you feel like because somebody has a better job than you, they have some leeway on you as far as being able to purchase that better equipment? Well, I'm gonna give you all the solutions here in this video. Some more challenges. I want to know that if you're feeling that same challenges that I felt and still kind of feel today, I want to know. Like, I need to know these things. So another one. Are you having trouble figuring out what specific genres of music you should be playing in? Is it a matter of getting your music in front of certain people? Okay. Do you feel like you don't have the surroundings that you need? Do you need to be isolated when you play your music? Do you need to be in front of people when you play your music as far as practicing? I mean, it's different than when you're actually live, but you got to practice. Are you having trouble with the people around you? Are you surrounding yourself with the right people? Because that can ultimately lead to, other people taking advantage of you. Are you working for somebody else, or are you working for yourself? Do you prefer to work for somebody else, or do you prefer to work by yourself? You got to ask yourself these questions. These are common challenges that we all face. So if you can figure out what your challenge is that you're facing, that's usually half the problem, or that's half the battle. Is your living situation, is that out of order? Do you need to fix that before you can move on to the next level? That goes again with surrounding yourself with the right people. Do you live alone? Do you live with your family? Do you have the room to DJ? Do you have a place to make loud music? If not, we need to work on that. Let's see here. Do you have? Give me a second. Do you have the necessary recording equipment? Your recording equipment, is that going to be sufficient for you to produce stuff? All right. Do you have access to internet? Are you able to post your mixes online so that you can reach more people? Are you needing to focus on getting your music out there? Are you having trouble communicating with people when you go to these venues? When you go and network with other people? Are you having trouble? Does it feel hostile when you're talking to these people? Do you feel energetic when you're talking to these people? Are you getting the most out of the time that you do have with them? Are you following up with these people that you meet out there, at the festivals and stuff, trying to get bigger gigs? You need to be asking yourself these questions. Have you had issues with getting into clubs in the past? Do you feel like nothing is going right at all? That you're spending your time on the wrong things? Is there even a demand for you? Are you having trouble positioning yourself in the market so that people come and they seek your guidance and your expertise? Is there other stuff that you could be doing that could benefit your specific DJ name? Do you feel like there's other things you could be doing basically to get yourself into a packaged format, so to speak, so that people not only buy your music, but they're also buying into you? Do you ask yourself those questions? Is there more revenue streams that I can get, that you can get, to make yourself so you can make more money, basically, and free up your time and perform on other mediums. You know, we all know that the more time that we have, the more opportunity we have, or more time to dedicate towards other things. And I'm willing to bet that you would wake up and spend time on your music all day if you could, but no, we have to work and we have to go and we have to make a living, right? So do you find that there's just not enough time in the day? Do you know how to make a website? Are you having trouble figuring out all that? Do you feel like you need to pay people money just so that you can get your website built? Because you know that you need a music website. How do you build that website? How do you, if you were going to pay someone, who would you go to? That's a challenge right there. I know I've been there. How do you get people to your website once you make it? Because just because you make it doesn't mean that people are going to come to your website. You got to learn all that other stuff. So where do you start? And once you do have that website up, though, what are some ways to get people who don't know who you are searching for you? How do you get someone to search for you if they don't even know who you are? And I'll go more into that, but that's a challenge right there. What kind of stressors do you have? What does it come down to for you? What is the big challenge? Is it the money? Usually money is it, because with money you can do a lot of things, right? Well, how do you get money? How does money work? Does it start with personal finances? Does it start with starting a business? Do you know how to leverage other people's money? Do you know how to leverage other people's time so that you can do that stuff? Do you struggle because you think that everybody else is making a music video, that you need to be making a music video? How do you go about making a music video? What are the things that you could be doing to make yourself a better DJ? How do you stand out in front of everybody else? Because quite honestly, there's a lot of people who just are really good at what they do, and all of a sudden they pop up and you don't know how or why, and they become big artists and stuff like that. So what are some different revenue streams that we can do to, obviously bring in more revenue? How can we make it? This is the big thing. This is a challenge that I want to know if you have. How do you make it to where everything just comes in? You build a product one time and everything just comes in. The money just comes in. You make a song one time and the money just comes in. You build a website and people just come to your website, one time. Or you create a product and then everyone buys it and then they just come and they keep buying it. It's basically called, have you heard of automation? Are you struggling to figure out why you're working so hard for your money and not the other way around? Why isn't your money working hard for you? So follow with me through the rest of these videos and the rest of this course, and we're gonna answer some of these challenges that you have and I have still to this day.